May I start by commending my noble friend, Lady Morgan, for her clear introduction to this group of amendments, and I also commend the noble Baroness Lady Kidron for a very powerful speech. And I mean, we've got the picture very clearly from those who have spoken so far about the widespread nature of some of the abuse and offences that women experience when they go online. And I also noted from what my noble friend Lady Morgan said that there's widespread support from a range of organisations outside of the House for this group of amendments. And I thought she made an important and powerful point also in the potential chilling effect of this kind of activity on women from being able to exercise their right for freedom of expression, and that includes also women in public life. I feel also it's important for me to make clear that, you know, I mean, this is an obvious thing, but I do support very much tough legal and criminal sanctions against any perpetrator of violence or sexual abuse against women. So I really do understand and support and hear the scale of the problem that is being outlined in this group of amendments. My dissenting voice, I guess, is that I'm not persuaded by the proposed solution to the problem that has been described. And I think for me, and I won't take a lot of time, is that if any noble lords who were in the House when we were discussing a group of amendments on another piece of legislation, I think it was earlier this year, it may have been last year, where I stood up and spoke against making misogyny a hate crime. And the reason why I did that then, and it's similar to the reason why I feel somewhat nervous about introducing a code of conduct which is directly relevant to women, is that because I don't like the idea of us trying to address some of these serious problems by separating out women from men. And although I know it's not the intention of a code such as this or any of these kind of measures, I do feel that what it does is it perpetuates a sense of division between men and women. And I just don't like that. I don't like the idea that we are living in a society where we try and address problems by isolating ourselves or categorising ourselves into different groups of people and emphasising the sense of weakness or being victims of any kind of attack or offence from another group, and assuming that everybody who is in the other group is going to be a perpetrator of some kind of criticism or attack or violence against us. So my view is that in a world where we do see some of this serious activity happening, that we do more to support young men and boys to understand the proper expectations of them, and when we get to the groups on pornography and how we can do what we can do more to prevent access to pornography for children, I will be much more sympathetic to that. But I just, for me, what I would want us to do, and forgive me if this sounds like motherhood and apple pie, but I want us to try and generate a society where basic standards of behaviour and social norms are shared between men and women, young and old. And I lament how so much of this is broken down. And I do think a lot of the problems that we see in society is a fault of political and, dare I say it, religious leaders as well, not doing more to promote some of these social norms in the past. But as I say, what I don't want us to do is to respond to the situation that we have by perpetuating more divisions. So I look forward to what my noble friend, the Minister, says in reply, but I would be nervous about the kind of solution that is proposed by way of these amendments.
It gives me great